Yes, Kishane Thompson strikes back and to show everyone that this is a warning. You know what? Let's jet into this story. Welcome to Jet. So first and foremost, before we get into how Kishane Thompson strikes and what sort of message is he sending to the world, give thanks to Yahweh and to Yahushua. Yes, man. At the Racers Grand Prix 2025, we've seen the lineup of some top talents. We've seen the like of Rowan Watson, oblique Seville. We've seen Kishane Thompson. Bayanda Walaza, the youngster, is also touching shoulder with the big boys, and they're ready to show off their talents. There has been speculations about Kishane Thompson and whether he is ready and whether he's injured, because he hasn't performed the way people had expected. And we've seen at a relay at the Myanmar meet where Kishane Thompson was struggling to run down the leading athletes who is nowhere in his class and talent. We've also seen Kishane Thompson being beaten on the line by the likes of Simbine, who is running very well this season, I must add. At some point, he is the world lead, and the world lead has been juggling between Simbine, Kenny Benerick, and now the man who took it over from all of them in 9.84 is Trevon Bramell. So everyone was wondering what is going on with Kishane Thompson and why is he not performing to his best. Well, tonight he has shut up the mouths of the doubters. Kishane Thompson is a massive talent. Although he struggles with injuries, we know Frano Francis is keeping him nice, wrapped up and tucked up and protected, because obviously he wants him to compete at the World Championships, because that is what matters, the big title, the global recognition, and also the win to take home to Jamaica. So everyone was really wondering what was going on with Kishane Thompson. Well, we've seen Kishane Thompson line up on the track this evening. We've seen Kishane Thompson looking very comfortable indeed, and we've seen some interviews where he promised as if he knows what he's capable of and what he's planned to deliver, and he may well surprise us. And indeed, some were surprised. And this is what he was saying prior to the Racers Grand Prix meet. Watch this.
I can't say that every time I step on the track it's going to be, a super fast time. It's live, conditions apply. All right, look, for me, I'm this kind of person. It's live. You're never gonna say, "Hey, you're ready." Everything is not always gonna be aligned. You just gotta just focus, execute, and just on the given day and time, do what you gotta do. That's as ready as I can be. I'm really excited to compete in Jamaica, even just to compete anywhere. But I don't really have much local meet, so and Racers Grand Prix has been one of my favorite meets. I just didn't get to run there. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. Honestly, I just want to see the vibe, the energy, and just have high competition and just enjoy myself. Simple as that. Really, what I have to say about that, stay tuned to Racers Grand Prix.
Well, we didn't get world leading tonight, but what we got was something very close to it, and it is not too far off. So the competition is on. The competition is set, and we're looking at World Championships in Tokyo in September 2025. Everything will come alive, and are you going to see athletes going to run to the tape, and some may dive, but Kishane Thompson loves the competition, and he's saying that stay tuned, just watch and you will see. So that was a good interview by Kishane Thompson, preparing us for what we're about to see in a few minutes, to how he was able to send a strong message to all of his rivals, to everyone that listen. I'm not done, but I'm ready to run. So they line up at the track, and this is going to be a big one. Everyone wants to see what Kishane Thompson is made of and what he's capable of doing and whether he will take the world lead. And this is how he did it. Watch this. So Kishane Thompson won it in 9.88, not the world lead that many people would like to see. Oblique Seville in 9.97 and Gif Leotelia in 10.04, and yes, the youngster Walaza in 10.06. Well, good run for him. Kishane Thompson didn't get a bad start. He was up with them and he was trying to drive through this drive phase at this stage, and then he decided that Walaza trying to pull up next to him. Well, good run from the youngster, but there comes Kishane Thompson with his compatriot Oblique Seville, who prove that they are senior and champion and they've got the experience and know how to run a 100-meter race. Well done to Kishane, and also well done to Oblique Seville. It is unfortunate for Oblique Seville because there is so much promise for him and there is so much good in him and he's a big talent. But unfortunately, Kishane was the better man of the day, and Oblique Seville will come back, regroup, and try again. We just hope that he takes home some sort of global title before he hangs up his boots. He's still very young, and there is much more race in his legs, and we expect to see a good comeback from Oblique Seville. But well done Kishane Thompson, and also well done to the youngster Walaza. And obviously the crowd was enjoying themselves. They were never disappointed. A show was put on today and they can go and feel satisfied that their money is well spent and they were entertained. Wow, what an evening. So what is your view? Do you believe that Kishane Thompson is now the man to beat, although he hasn't got the world lead, but he's not far off, and he is definitely sending a strong message to the likes of Trevon Bromell and to Kenny Benerick we're talking about, and all those including Sembini and so on, who believes that, well, maybe Kishane Thompson is not come off speed at this stage and maybe is beatable, but Kishane Thompson may well be peaking now while they've already peaked. So write your comments below, man, and let's have a discussion about this. For those of you who've forgotten to subscribe, please remember to touch the like button, smash the subscribe button, touch up the bell, and remember to share with your friends and family. So you are going now. We're going to jet off,